back. I am headed to get some food with my friend Rico. Leaving the house for the first time today because I'm gonna go get those jack stands. We just got to the shop. I'm hella tired. Got some food. I think my jack stands are out here. If they're not, I don't know where they're at, but I need to grab this front cross member anyways. Aha! Here they are. Looks like we got one under here holding up the V-dub pan. Great success. This Lexus is dope. My buddy Wes just put bags on it. So I have a extra 240Z cross member that originally came in the 510, which doesn't work at all, but someone thought it would. So I pulled that out and swapped it out with an OEM one. But now I got this extra cross member for the 240Z. So I have a spare rack, cross member, control arms, struts, rotors, everything. It's really heavy and really awkward. You guys can watch me as I struggle. Just got done doing a little channel trailer for you guys. Go check that out on my channel. Kind of preview for those guys that are just subscribing or want to know what the channel's about. Right now, it's time for a little coffee. Right about at like 4 o'clock, I hit a wall and I've just been super tired ever since. I just picked up two CD009 transmissions today. I've been wanting a spare, and it just so happened the other one was also the CD009 with the stronger gear set. My buddy Scott, shout out to him, he just picked up a 2J block and all that, and it's gonna be doing pretty much the same thing as me. Probably a little more power. I know he's doing rods and pistons and things. I don't know, he's in the same chassis actually, so more power. I think we're both limited by tire size, unless he's going with like a straight axle or something. I don't know. He might be tubbing it, who knows. I picked one up for him. He's been wanting one, and I was like, dude, there's one 5 miles from my house. There's 2 of them. So I grabbed both of them. I'll be picking those up on Friday. We'll drive down there and go get that. Alright guys, back in the garage. I hope this camera is angled properly because I couldn't seem to get it to connect to my phone to preview it. I'm just kind of guessing on the angle. So I got the back ass end all jacked up here. At this point, I've cut all those welds. I'm just kind of getting sick and tired of trying to cut them, and I'm going to try and break out the chisel and hammer and see if I can do something similar to what we do with those camber plates to separate the two pieces. Somewhere it's separating. Cut through the piece. I have to weld that up. We did something similar on the camber plates. We just cut too deep. So I'm gonna hit it from this way so I don't. It's like it's stuck halfway up there. Man, look at how it's splitting that open. Oh, that's frustrating. Ah, well, here it is. Okay, well, folks, it looks like there were these spot welds. Those two came out fine, but these two didn't want to. So all I'll have to do is cut another piece out and patch that hole. It kind of sucks. Basically a little bit of cleanup on the edges and put a little patch there and that'll be all right. But for this side, now we know that I need to cut like pretty damn deep to get into these spot welds. Man, that came off so much nicer than the other side. think that's about where it's going to sit. Maybe a little lower. Okay, back in you go. Roughly right there. You know, it's kind of cool. The whole engine sits almost entirely behind the cross member. Isn't that just crazy to me? And I don't think we'll have to cut our hood mount, assuming our valve covers don't interfere. So that's a plus. Let's see if we can put the jack on the tail end of the transmission, hoist it up kind of where it's actually going to be. As you can see, the shifter is way behind where it needs to be. It's way rear, so it has to be shortened. I'm wondering if we might have to beat the transmission tunnel a bit, because I don't know if you guys can tell in the video, but it looks like it's kind of sagging. Pretty sure the engine's pointing north, upward. Yeah, it needs to level out a bit. Let's go ahead and drop it down a little bit more, honestly. That's probably a little more realistic. Oil pan is sitting just above the cross or the steering rack there. We're a little more level on the, if you measure levelness on the head, still not quite as high as I'd like it to be. Okay, here we are. Yeah, it looks like it's actually interfering on the brace, I believe. I mean, that's our contact is right on the body in the shifter area. It's not terrible though. I don't really know how much higher we can go. That's about it height-wise. I never mocked up custom transmission mounts, but I'm sure you want a little clearance to avoid vibration noise and banging against the body. Where we sit is kind of the max, the limit, if you will. Honestly, you might have to cut out the top of the brace to make more room for the transmission. That is to be determined, however. A lot of transmission hanging below the floor pan.
Sorry guys if I look like dog right now, but as you saw, we got the transmission and engine combo in the car itself, pretty closely positioned where it's actually going to be in the future. You also saw that it hangs a little low on the bottom of the car. I really don't like seeing a transmission hang below the floor plan frame rails. We'll likely have to cut that factory transmission mount bracket area, that little brace there, that U that goes over the top. That's where it's hitting. More updates on that later, but yeah, I love the way the engine sits in the engine bay. It's crazy how much room there is up front. You know, the L28 sat so far forward compared to this. I mean, sometimes when I look at this in other car engine bays, it's like, it almost looks like a 4-cylinder in the engine bay. It's so tidy up against the firewall. So anyway, if you guys like this video, hit that like button right now, the thumbs up, and then hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content, see me continue on with this build. There should be a lot more videos like this to come. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, what you think I could do better, and what you like, what you don't like, just anything. And a compliment, I don't know, what you hate, go for it. I'm all ears. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I really do. This is fun for me. Typically I would just be sitting here doing the work, but I've thrown a camera into the mix and it's been fun. So let's keep doing these, and we'll see you guys in the next one.